Thank you for coming to this Zoom session. My name is Huli Ho, a volunteer conducting IT classes in library at Harbourfront. At the moment, we have converted these classes using Zoom online. As Tiffany said, I have a blog where I normally post today's lesson a few days before the event, just for people who can go through the notes before attending the lesson. If you are interested in a soft copy, just register yourself by clicking the word follow at the bottom right-hand corner and submit your email address. So subsequent posts by me, you will get a copy. Since circuit breaker last year, till now, I've conducted 19 topics. So today is the seniors can code. So I will share with you two projects. It's quite simple to do it if you have the willpower to learn something new. Now, today I will tell you most of the thing that is within the Scratch program. And to learn Scratch, you have to register with one account or create one account. It's free. And not to worry about this account, it is actually connected the whole world with children. So you are actually talking to most of the children, because the children in every country, upper primary to secondary school, they are learning Scratch. So they share notes and they improve themselves by making new friends around the world. So if you want to create one, use sample username. Like for me, I use Faber Lodge. You can use Orange or things like that. Don't use your Chinese full name officially, and don't create a very difficult password, because nobody is bothered to go to this platform to scam on anything. And before I talk further on coding, I just want to give a simple introduction. What is coding? What are we doing when we say we are programming something? So a program is nothing but just a set of logical sentences or statements, starting from the top to the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And they normally use a language that is abbreviated. That means as short as possible, not like what we write a English sentence where we have proper grammar and proper subject and noun and all that. But in programming, they shortcut that to make it more efficient, but the logical statement still remains. I give you one example, like this program talking about a man, okay, a man. First, he wake up in the morning. So one statement, you say he wake up in the morning, then you want to command him what to do, assuming he's a robot, okay? So you said, walk to the toilet and brush your teeth. Then after brushing the teeth, go to the kitchen and eat the breakfast. So you are commanding this robot to do step-by-step logical function. You don't go and eat the breakfast, then brush your teeth. So that is not logical, okay? So wake up, brush your teeth, go to the kitchen to eat the breakfast, clean up, go to the garage, drive the car to the office to work. Okay, that's a simple program of this robot that you want the robot to do. Now, what is called a virus? A virus is unintentional instruction inserted in the program. Give you the same example. This man or this robot, he wake up in the morning, he go to brush his teeth, but because there's a virus, somebody inserted a statement saying that go to the computer and transfer $1,000 to this Visa card account 1234, or go to the bank and withdraw $1,000 and throw it in this rubbish chute or dustbin located at ABC. Then go to office and work. So that that additional statement, the computer will execute faithfully. So how to prevent a computer to remove all these unauthorized statements inside in the actual world? There are many ways to do it, but this is not in today's lesson. But just to give you some simple example, it can be by a person authorized to change the program, or by the date. That means whoever who enter a new command will have a stamp date. So whoever in charge of a program can check when is the last date the program is being modified. So if we show a different date, then you know that somebody not authorized has entered some statement inside. Why it's so important is because the actual program can be few thousands command, okay? Because the computer speed can work so fast, very fast, they can follow all the command. So that's one reason. Second reason, most of the program now are intelligent. Intelligent means if this robot I talk about brushing teeth and going to kitchen to eat, suddenly go to the bank and withdraw money, so that is not normal, because this man never do such a thing on a daily basis. So it's considered something not normal. So you can create, you can give an alarm to whoever is in charge of this program. So these are some of the way I can explain to you how a computer program logically follow the instruction. So Scratch is the same thing, but Scratch is so simple is that the command statement is given to you in a Lego block. All you need to do is to pull out the right Lego block and stack it one on below another, because you go from top to bottom. So you stack it one below another. So technically is the highest is the earlier command. Then you start to go down. And that is all to a Scratch program. And I will today show you how I go about it, and show you the program proper, where are the active area to get all your tools out. Because like, for example, if you want to construct a table, you must have wood material, you must have a saw, a hammer, a screwdriver, some nails. So same thing with a Scratch program. You must have all your character, backdrop, everything, in order you can piece out a story out of it. Okay, so there's so much I can introduce to you on what is computer coding. If you still have some doubt or want some more explanation, can do it during Q&A. So here I've said, as what I told you just now, this program is offered free by MIT Media Lab. MIT is a university, I think, in New York. So one of the department has come out with this program. It's many years already in the market, and it offers free to the whole world, all the school children, for them to play with it. And I think our government schools are also learning this program for upper primary and secondary school. So these notes you can even pass on to your grandchildren or to go through it. It's the same thing. What they learn in school and what I'm saying is the same thing. So normally we copy to learn. That means we go to YouTube or what, we copy what other people do to learn. And once you learn, then you can create your own story. So before you can start to use this program, you need to have a laptop or desktop. Some people ask me, can I use it on a smartphone? Smartphone can only use it to play back. It's very difficult to use it to create a story. Maybe iPad maybe can, but I still prefer a laptop or desktop, because the keys are more normal than iPad keys. You can try with a tablet or iPad. It's up to you. But before you start, you have to go to the website scratch.mit.edu to register for a program, create a program, or create an account. And once you created the account, then you can start to create your story. So one of the best way to start on learning this is go through my notes, either in the blog or in today's lesson, see some of the YouTube example, and also go to my account and see some of my example, and copy to learn. That's the first step I introduced to you. in my Scratch account, and also with the previous participant who attended my course, I have showed them how to do most of these things, how to draw a cross, how to draw a house. So today I'm talking about animation. So I will show you, and how to do a virtual fish tank with a fish swimming from left to right and right to left, top to bottom. It's all up to you, your imagination, how you want it. And on part 2, I will show you how to compose a song, Green Sleep. You can listen to this song in YouTube to get familiar with the tune first. Then when you come to part 2, and you can roughly know what is required of you to get the tone right. And don't get scared that you have no music background. I also don't have music background. But at least I know where is the middle C, and I copy to learn. And in music, especially for this simplified form in the Scratch program, they are only interested in 2 things. One thing is, where is the location of the key? It's something like people playing piano, their fingers are where they press the thing. I'm not talking about 3, 4 fingers at one time. Scratch program don't have that facilities. I'm talking about 1 finger at one time. Okay, that is another program, maybe commercial program. But Scratch program is for children only, for lower standard, so very simple, assuming you are playing 1 key at a time. Then that's the first thing. Every musical note has a scratch number. So I will give you that table so that you can refer to it. The second thing is the duration of the vibration. Assuming somebody press the piano key with 1 finger, if you don't let go the finger, the vibration will go slightly longer. In piano sense, they can use the foot pedal to stop the vibration, but in Scratch, you change the vibration duration by changing the beat. They call it the beat, B-E-A-T. Half a second, quarter of a second, or 3/4 of a second. So when you put the wrong beat, you hear the song, you know that something is wrong. So you tweak the beat, the duration, then you may get it right. So that is for part 2 lesson. I will show you how to do that. And I also tested you can do a karaoke song using Scratch, but definitely not so much features as using PowerPoint or Apple Keynote or even Windows Movie Maker. But it's just a challenge that it can be done. You can import your own picture, you can import your own song, you can program the song in such a way it come out with the song lyrics sing in tune with your timing, or in the PowerPoint sense is transition. But Scratch, they don't use the word transition, they use the word as duration. How long you want this set of lyrics to be published before you change to the next one. So the logic is the same, but the way to instruct the computer is slightly different. So that is karaoke song. And a very challenging game, you can even design a game. I have copy and paste a game down here. I call it brick bricks. Basically what happens is there's a ball going up and down. Every time it go up, it will knock a brick out. Every time you go down, your bar, your horizontal bar is movable from left to right. You must make sure you catch the ball and let it go up again. But you can't catch the ball because your finger flexibility is no good. Then you consider you lose. So with 9 blocks on top and your 2 bar moving up left and right, it depends on how good are your movement to knock all the 9 blocks away. And once you can do that, you win. So that is the game. There are other games in YouTube you can copy and learn. So this is one of them. You will literally copy the way I command it. You can also have this game to play. It's a very good challenge to your grandchildren who is to do this. Now, okay, now come to the program proper. After you join, you see, after you join the Scratch, you see the word join Scratch. So when you go to scratch.mit .edu, you will come to this page. So the first thing you have to do is select Join Scratch. They only ask you for your username and password. They are not interested other thing, okay? Like your IC or they're not interested. So normally we don't give our Chinese name. We just give any pseudo name, okay? So for me, I use the word Faber Lodge. You can do anything, okay? So first you join. After you join, when you open the page again, you sign in. When you sign in, you know what you do, like your username and your password. And after you sign in, you can search for my account under search. Just type Faber Lodge. You type, then you will get all my projects there. And from there, you can play with it and see how I do it. Even all the blocks connected together, you can see. Normally what we do is we use a smartphone, take a picture of the block, and then from there, you just follow the location. Then you will get exactly the same program as I get. And if you want to do your own project, you must start with the word create. So I repeat again, in this first page, have an account. After you have an account, the next time you open the page again, sign in. After you sign in, you can leave it sign in, no need to sign off. Then you create. And once you create, what happens? They will give you this program. And you notice this program, there is the center, there's a white space. That is where you will put all your command there. I will show you later. Okay, this is the place. Okay, so once you have an account, you sign in, you click create, they will give you this page. And I'm going to explain to you all the active area that you can say communicate with the program. So start with number one. Number one, you notice there are three folders: code, costume, and sound. Now the code is highlighted. The folder of code is highlighted, means that I am doing the programming. But if you go to costume, you are talking about the character. Character is a sprite. What type of costume you want to change? Or you want to reduce the size or whatever it is, that is costume. When you click the next folder, sound, they are checking with you, are you taking the sound from this program or are you importing the sound from outside? You have to try out to understand these three folders. So in this page, I have selected the code as the active menu, active page. You notice what happened on the leftmost column. You have a lot of round circles. Those round circles are actually groups of Scratch command. I will give you the groups later, one by one. So if you are on the, I'm not on this page now, I'm just on the image. But if you are on this page now, you notice the blue one is highlighted. Means that you are asking the program to give you all the blue command. And what is the blue command? The blue command is actually talking about motion. So if you want something to move, it can be a pen, it can be a cat, it can be anything. It can be a fish. Okay, in the fish tank, you have to go to the blue command. Okay, if you go to the purple command, the second one, you are talking about looks. Looks, I can't change it here unless I go to an active page. You can experiment yourself. It can be the size of the character. It can be the dress. It can be many things. Okay, so you go to sound and all that. Okay, that is a group of command. Now number two, you notice there is one green flag and one red like stop sign like that. So technically what happened is after you've done your program, either halfway or quarter way or 3/4 way, you want to test your program, you click the green flag. That is called to tell the program to start running your program from what you have done. So from there, you can check where went wrong, and then you have to correct. So one thing good about coding is you find out your own mistake and you correct your own mistake. So every time you make a mistake, you learn something. So that is how we learn computer logic. That means your logic is not proper. The computer don't understand you. That's why we stop. And if your program is very long and you don't need to run through, you can click the red stop sign, then you will stop. So number 2 is no need to learn start of the program and stop the program. Number 3. Wait a minute. Number 3. Oh, sorry. Wait, sorry. Because my one is blocked. So number 3 is actually showing you how to increase your stage and how to adjust the blocks. Say, for example, you're doing coding, you may want a bigger area. So you can play with the 3 icon there. That is number 3. Number 4 is important. Number 4, you got 2 icons. One looks like a cat. If you click that one, you are actually going to the sprite library. Sprite is character. That means if you want to tell a story, you must have character. You are talking about a lady or a man or a dog or a cat or whatever it is, so you choose the character. So sprite is actually selecting your character. Or you want to make a fish tank, you bring the fish out. They got 3 or 4 design of fish, so you bring out the variety of the fish. You can bring out the same fish 2 times or 3 times, it's up to you. So that is the icon for you to see. That's the library, the icon library for you to select what character you want. Backdrop is the background of the stage. What type of background you want? It's the same thing. They got a library there. If you don't like the library, you can import your own library. If you don't like the character given in the library of the Scratch, you can import your own more, I can say, better image library. Can be a human being, can be a cat, can be a dog, whatever it is, you can import. So all these allow you to import if you don't like the library given to you. So that is number 4. Number 5 is every time you bring out a character, they call it sprite. They call sprite 1. You bring out another one, would be sprite 2. Say, for example, you don't want the default one. This is called the default. The cat is the default sprite. You just click the dustbin, they will remove that character. So this character got 2 meanings. One meaning is if you don't want it, you click the dustbin. But if you want to do programming and want to tell this character what to do, then you have to highlight it. All these details I will talk to you later, but here I overall give you some introduction, then I go to detail. So this character icon got 2 functions. One function is if you don't like it, you can delete away. If you want to code this character, what to do, turn right, turn left, jump up, jump down, turn 360 degrees or whatever it is, you might highlight it. Okay, that is number 5. Number 6, you know the magnifying glass got plus and minus, is to increase or decrease your Lego block. Because sometimes your Lego block is so big, 3 or 4 commands will occupy the whole page. So you can take the minus and reduce it smaller. But there are other ways to manage the coding page. I will tell you later. Okay. So number 6, the third one you try. I don't know what is it. Third one you can try. You will see the effect. And the other one, add extension, also important. Add extension icon is giving you sometimes like a pen. Okay, a pen. And there are other things. You go there, you will know what are these are additional character or function or features that you need to do some special, what should I say, programming. You can experiment by clicking it and see what it is, okay? And number 7 is what I told you just now, all the circles. And different color of circle is different sets of command. So if you want to see the sound command, you go to the sound. If you want events, you go to the events command. You want to go control. So every program has a little bit of control, little bit of event, little bit of motion, little bit of look. So it depends on how you want to tell the story. So that is number 7. Number 8, as what I told you, is to add extension. You remember just how I told you the circular block? You see the circular block, because the wording is so small, I have make it easy for you to see. All these notes are in the block. You don't need to copy, you can refer back to the block. So the first one is blue color. Is anything to do with motion, you select. Most of the command are there. Everything you want to talk about looks there, sound, event, control, sensing, operators. These are more difficult programming that you need. All these sensing. Sensing, like just now I told you, the ball touch the upper brick, then the brick disappear. Then you must tell the computer when the ball got a name, because the ball is a character. If the character touches the brick also has a name. That no doubt there are 9 bricks there. Every brick has a name. Okay, when the ball touch any of the brick, they're using sensing. Give 1 score to the player. That means your counter will add 1 more. If the ball touch the base, tell the user that he lost the game. So this is how you tell the computer what to do. So sensing, operators, variables, these are more advanced programming, not included in these 2 parts. But once you get the basic right, you can challenge yourself with more of this. Now, you remember just like I told you the character, they call it sprite. So this is a sample of the library that they provided all these royalty-free icon for you. And if you take a character of a man, they normally give you 3 functions of the man or lady. 3 function means it's built in. Maybe one function is the hand stretched horizontally. Second function, maybe the lady jump up. Third function, maybe jump down. So it's a cyclic command. So every time you induce the cyclic command, the lady will jump up and down. So you can say repeat 10 times. So the lady will jump up and down 10 times, like doing an exercise. So all this you have to experiment with it. Not every character has this built-in cyclic motion. Some don't have. Okay, so that is give you a sample what is in. And you notice in this way they're quite a big the library for animals, people, fantasy, dance. Dance is the cyclic movement. All the character can do cyclic movement, music, sport, food. So it depends on what project you're doing. So that is character, sprite. Next one is the backdrop. Backdrop, as I told you, is for the back of the screen. So if you are telling a story about something happening in the bedroom, then you choose one of the bedroom, bedroom 1, 2, or 3. If you are talking about baseball, then you choose the baseball scene. You're talking about something to do in the castle or in the open space or blue sky. So it's up to you to choose. And backdrop also got one XY grid. XY grid is to show you how Scratch define location. You cannot tell any program to say go there. There has no meaning. You have to say go X equals 1, Y equals 10. At least you give the X and Y coordinate. So I will also explain further when I go further. So the second library is the backdrop. And these 2 initiation is at the bottom right-hand corner, the two icon there. So if you open a create Scratch, they are there for you to choose. You remember just like I told you about the extension on the bottom left-hand corner? That one has all these additional features. So normally within basic level, I also introduce the pen. You have to take out the pen, just click one time, then the whole set of command will be transferred to your working page or active page, or music, or video sensing. So depends on what project you're doing on. So extension is for additional command that you may use in your programming. Now, today, as I told you, we are doing animation. So I will explain in detail from step 1 to until you finish the project. Then after the project, I will go to my account to play you this sample of this program. So I repeat again. You notice the M is highlighted. That means this page, whatever command statement I put on the coding page, you know that the coding page is actually real. It means this program is actually real. It will follow faithfully exactly what is instructed to do. On only M, not A or X, because one page of coding only allow one character. In order to simplify the working of it. So always remember, in Scratch, one character must have one coding page. But you can link the coding page, you can link. But for this program, it's very simple, no linking. M is M, A is A, X is X. It depends on how I command them to move. So M highlighted, and this whole set of program is required for the letter M to move from the top left-hand corner to the middle of the right-hand side to 1/3 of the bottom area, stay on top, turn 360 degrees, then slowly drop down and rest at the final location. So that is my creation and that is my idea. I repeat again, before I tell you the coding. I want the M, that means I'm introducing my name in a very fanciful way. So I want this M to come out as very small dot on the top left-hand corner. Very small dot. That means I minimize the size to a very small percentage, maybe 5% or so. Then it will glide through at a certain path to the middle of the right-hand side. And at the same time, increase maybe 50%. Not the final as this M so big, maybe 50%. Then it's quickly go to the location of M, but not exactly at the base, but somewhere hanging on top, and turn 360 degrees. Then you go down. Okay, that is my creation. So you see carefully. First, you must start with a green flag. After you start with a green flag, then you notice I change the size to 0.1%. It's very small. It's just a dot only, okay? You may not able to notice it also. So that is my creation. Okay, you can create anything you want by changing this value. Then after that, you notice what I say? I say go to 240 and 180. In Scratch coding, the grid at the middle of the stage is 0, 0. X equal to 0, Y equal to 0. When you get the dot, go up, XY is vertical, it go from 0 to 180. If you get the center point to go down, the X, it will be minus 180. So remember, plus 180, minus 180. If you go to the right, to the end, is 240. If you go to the left, to the end is minus 240. So with this idea in mind, 240 is positive and 180 is also positive. So it's somewhere on top and on the 240 on the right hand side. Then it suddenly changed to 10%. Then after that, it starts to dance around. You may not be able to see it because it's 10% size. You may be able to see it. Then after that, it goes to 230 and 170. So you start to trace the coordinate. Then after that, it starts to glide 1 second to x equals to 1 and minus 1. So it's somewhere in the middle. Then it starts to increase size again. 0.1%, 10%, 50%. So it goes slightly bigger. Then after that, it glides again to minus 107 and minus 94. Then it go to the actual size, 100%. Then after that, you see the orange color and the blue color. Basically, the whole thing here is only getting the M to turn 360 degrees. How do I know it's turning 360 degrees? You see carefully, I said turn 15 degrees as one step. So 15 degrees multiplied by 24 is 360 degrees. That's how it works, okay? So that means actually the M is going 15 degrees, 15 degrees, 15 degrees, 24 times. So when you go 24 times, it will come back to be vertical. Then after that, I want it to drop gradually to the final position. So the final position is the minus 107 and minus 137. Then you notice I have one extra command. I say go to message 1. So you remember just like I told you, between pages you can link. So why I put this broadcast message 1? What I'm trying to say is something like 4 by 440 patent relay. When they run, each runner only run 1/4 of the field. Then they pass the patent to the next one. They run and all that. So in programming, you also can do the same thing. After the M is finished, we are passing the command to A. That means after M is finished, M is telling A, please wake up. It's your turn to do some job. So what to do? We have go to the next page. Sorry. Oh, I don't have the A for you. So basically, I think the A is further down. So here I'm telling you what I told you just now. Scratch location is defined by this criteria. 0, 0 at the center, X and Y. Top is 180, bottom is minus 180. Left is minus 240, right is plus 240. So it depends on where. You can be somewhere in the middle of the square also can. It's up to you. This one is another program that I'm not teaching, but what I'm showing you is more to explain to you the meaning of the pencil character. When you want to draw something, you have to tell the sprite program, pen down. Pen down means you want to draw something. Pen up means you don't want to draw something, but you want to move the pen. So whenever you want to move the pen and not drawing anything, is pen up first, then you go to the location. Pen down means you draw. So that is one command you have to learn if you want to draw this square. Second thing is the line of the square can change color. You can, not here I choose black. You can change to any color you want. And by doing this square, you will learn the idea of coordinates X and Y. So if you have time, it's good to go to my account, copy this command statement, Lego block, and you will learn X and Y. And one more thing, you may puzzle how you get the command out. It's very simple. First, decide what you want. That means, do you want a motion, or do you want to look? Do you want a sound? If you want motion, then you highlighted the first blue circle, then all the motion command come here. All you need to do is use your mouse, hold to any command you want, hold the left click, and put it in any location you want. I can't do that now because this is not an active page. It's just an image. After I can show you when I give you the sample. So remember that to add any command, you must join them one at a time by pulling it out. If you don't want the command, very simple. Just hold the command and throw it back to the left-hand side. Then it will disappear on your coding page. So that is how you move your command. Here is to explain to you what I have explained to you just now. First, I reduce the size of the letter to a dot. Then I make it to move to a certain location and increase the size gradually until we come to the final location. So the M instruction is this. So now, after you have finished that, you can use the sound command to select a sound clip from the library. If you don't want, you can introduce your own sound clip. You can include anything in. You can download the MP3 sound inside here. Can be a song, can be a music, can be anything. Can use as a background to your Scratch program. So just some reinforcement what I have chosen. So I have chosen a backdrop of something like a desert. Then I've chosen the the 3-word max. And that's how I make the animation. I will show you the sample later. Here is to explain to you what I have said to you just now. You see the M, the final location is -77 and -132. That is the final location. So from start to bottom is exactly what I told you. Where is the location, how you move and all that. So you see the second one is highlighted. And now I'm doing the coding for A. Then after that, the coding for X. You notice where I introduce the sound, where I introduce the sound, okay, down here, the purple color, 1, 2, 3, 4. I introduce the sound here. So the sound will start playing from here until the last one, stop all sound. Okay, that's how I do this project. And these are all the projects in my account. You can go through it. Now, I will give you the sample. Okay. So what I do is I go to my, this is the active page. I can do anything I want. So I go to my account. So these are all my projects.
Hi, Mr. Ho, it's Tiffany here.
Yeah.
We'll just need you to share the screen for your Explorer. Because currently we can't see your browser.
Okay, sorry. What should I do now? Wait. Where is the thing? Where is the share function? Okay, share. Resume share. Stop share. Okay, so share. Maybe this one. You see this one?
Yep. We can see it already.
Okay, so I have to go to my Faber Lodge, my stuff, and I search for animation. I think it's this one. Yes, Max. So you notice this is the active page. You see, I can pull the thing down, okay? I can put the thing up, okay? So I can even move this one. Okay, I can move this. Okay, this is the page, okay? So this M, then A, okay? I can even move this here like that, okay? Then X, okay? I can move it, okay? I can even change if I want to, okay? If I don't want, you see, I can pull this one here if I want to. But since it's not connected, it's not no effect on the program, okay? So once you are satisfied with what you have done, so I just click the green. Hey, why no sound? Wait a minute, no sound. Wait, I try again. Why no sound? Okay, share sound. Sorry, I couldn't get the sound. Do you have the sound?
We don't have the
Yeah,
sound
I
on
don't
our
have the
end.
sound. I don't know why no sound. I already clicked the thing. But you go home and play yourself, then you will get the sound. Basically, here now what you see is only the movement. See, you see the movement only. But I got the background sound. So I think that's all I have for today. So Tiffany, can I pass back to you?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Mr. Ho, Cynthia actually say that maybe you should try to adjust the volume on our end.
Oh, I will try again.
Would you like to give that a shot? If not, I can
I try again.
play it on my end.
No, I try. No, I already clicked the voice already share, but somehow or other it don't come out.
Even on top of the browser, we can see that there's an audio playing also.
You see the speaker is also turned on already.
Correct.
But never mind lah. I think it's just a small hiccup. Small hiccup. Sorry about that. So can I pass back to you?
Sure, no problem.